All protocols observed. Um, I sat there and I listened, and I'm very enthused about this initiative. It's long coming, something that we really wanted for Hanover. Now, let me say congratulations to you all for coming up with this. But may I add a little, because I sat and I listened and I heard you speaking about planting flowers, maybe more benches and so on. But and then my colleague principal here, she came and she said we could take our students for a picnic. Very good idea. But I'm also thinking in my head, and this is something that I've been toying with for a very long time, because when we here in Hanover, well, let me say, in Hanover here, we lack so many things, and we look across our neighboring parishes and we look far into eastern ends and we see how much citizens of those parishes are enjoying different facilities which we would have really wanted here in Hanover. Our young people, they don't just want to come, sit and maybe picnic, but other organized events. And so I look and I said, as a school principal, vision, you must have vision. And I say, okay, there's not even a swimming facility in any of the schools, but we do have a lovely beach. And as your organization takes on the park, maybe, just maybe, you could put in your plans, how is it that we could develop maybe a section of the beach where we could have our children come to learn to swim? Because it's not just that we have the beach. I was born and grown in Hanover. I can't swim.
Many of us.
I can't swim. We have the beach. I have rivers where I'm from, but I just did not learn to swim. And I know that other children around, some children around here would have wanted that opportunity, but it's not available. So we can develop the park in a way where we can have our students come in to learn and swim. Okay, thank you.
Let me just chime in right away before we close. That she mentioned about swimming, and that is exactly one of the things that we spoke of initially. Having a lifeguard there on the beach, that and having maybe Saturday class or so, where people can learn to swim. We also spoke about having kayaks. You know what a kayak is? A little boat that just for the fun and the frolic that it affords. These are some of the things we spoke of. But I must say that the desire of the righteous is only good. So this is a start. Today is the first day of the rest of our lives, believe it or not, and we intend to pursue. It would be remiss of me not to mention though, because you see the place being cut here, all is cut and swept, and so there's one person here among us today, not been saying anything, who has been working assiduously behind the scenes. Each time we call him, he comes and he brings his machete. He brings his the grass cut up, and he does a hell of a job. He sweeps, he takes up all the garbage, and he does that. Junior Rasta. I don't want to leave, I don't want to, because of all that's been going on. He's the man who's been doing all these things. Anything else to be said, Julie? You want to?
Well, I didn't give thanks to the gentleman here. Oh. I know him as Mackerel. I don't know what his name is.
Yes. So I'll build a little story that we had put in the bench, the tables before, and then if you notice the central pedestal that was there. Well, when we put it in, we came back a couple of days after finding it broken down again. When we investigated, apparently somebody sat on it and it broke. So we sent for our reinforcement, and he came storming through, and he actually, Winston Steer actually did what you see here, and this will not move again. If this moves again, somebody has to come with a sledgehammer and a bulldozer and deliberately break this down. So we give thanks to Winston Steer for helping us at that. Right. Any more words to be said? Anything else?
For this month, you can thank your listening for people.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Baby, so we approach, and yes, the people are out there willing to help, but they want to make sure that you're helping yourselves first before they chip in. So when we conceived of this little meeting, we asked Wisinko, the drinks people, if they could give us some refreshments for this, and they did. They gave us water, which we're going to invite you to participate in. When we're done, and juices and so on, you can have as much as you want. The ice also came from Burger King. So what we're seeing here is that people are willing to help, but only if you're helping yourself. All right, so we intend to help ourselves, to invite people to help us. All right, right. So that's it. Anybody else wishes to say something? Say no or forever hold your